Diolch yn fawr, Gary. Bore da pawb, good morning everybody. Great to see so many of you in the room, but also online as well. Well, first of all, thank you very much, Gary and the team, for asking us to be part of this project. It's been really good to see both ourselves and Cynnal as part of this really interesting circular economy project. First of all, a few words of introduction about Cwmpas. We were formerly known as Wales Cooperative Centre. We've been in existence for the last 40 years, our anniversary this year. We changed our name back in May, and I think everybody's just about getting used to it, us staff included. We're mostly known for running Social Business Wales and Digital Communities Wales, but we also have a number of products around learning and development, such as Social Enterprise Academy Wales, and I think we're starting to get known for our hackathons that we've been doing across the country in the last few months as well. We also undertake quite a lot of different work within the foundational economy, and I think that's why this project fitted really well in terms of what we're doing. So if I can move on to my next slide, we undertook 4 case studies, and ours were based in sort of mid and North Wales, which really suited me as I live in Welshpool, up in mid Wales, so that was a perfect opportunity to promote what's going on in our local area. I think what was really good, and I think this follows on from what Gary just said and Sarah's presentation, the 4 organisations that I looked at were Circular Economy Mid Wales, Resource, Prom Alley and Splosh, all of which are relatively new organisations, but all of which were really formed with circular economy at the heart of the organisation being founded, really thinking holistically about all of their products and services and processes, you know, bearing in mind those circular economy principles. I'm not going to go through each of the case studies in detail because they're all going to be available online, but I'll give you a bit of an overview of each of the organisations. So Circular Economy Mid Wales is set up as a social enterprise. It was launched in 2019. It's got a number of different parts to the business, as I think we're probably seeing with all of the case studies today. So they work at the sort of local recycling collection centres in Welshpool and Newtown. But they've also, within the last year, opened a high street shop in Newtown, and that is really attracting a lot of different people in, but also I think opening that learning to the public more widely about what is the circular economy and what is Circular Economy Mid Wales trying to achieve. They also have a site at the Tertiary College, Further Education College in Newtown, and that's with Neathport Talbot College. And on that land, they've been able to sort of develop different organisations there that, again, have circular economy at the heart of them. So they've got an organisation called Cultivate, they've got Bike to the Future, and they've got Men's Shed. So again, we're seeing that kind of more general spread across the town of Newtown around the circular economy, and I think that's really helping embed it and get that more general awareness of what the circular economy is trying to achieve. In terms of resource, we've got Janine on the call, so she's going to be part of the Q&A panel later. She's online as well, but I really hope that she'll be able to explain a little bit more about resource. She's a really inspiring lady, and this business was started in 2020 with support from Social Business Wales. It's a very solutions-based organisation working collaboratively with other organisations to find creative ways of reusing waste materials through upcycling, repurposing, or simply recycling items that would have otherwise gone to landfill. And again, Janine, maybe she'll explain a little bit more about this, but they again have just opened a retail presence as well on the high street. So they really work with the local communities at the heart of the organisation, and they're based up in North East Wales, so presence in Denbigh and in Ruthin, and wider across North East Wales as well, and really looking at that benefit to the community using circular economy as those basic principles for that. Now, Prom Alley is a really interesting organisation. That was started, the idea for it came around in 2015 when Ali Eloise, who's the founder, was at university. She's based up in Llandudno, but she was at university studying law in Liverpool at the time when she came up with this idea. And the real principle behind this social enterprise, again, is tackling poverty and social inclusion for disadvantaged young people who really couldn't afford to attend their proms. So Ali takes in prom dresses and suits and lends them free of charge to children, young people that really need these to be able to attend their prom. She again has just recently opened a shop on the high street in Llandudno, and I think she was overwhelmed by the demand that there has been for this service. So she has established as well another circular economy business called Eco Wardrobe, and that's their kind of trading arm, and they're really using that to be able to sell recycled clothing, lend out hire sort of clothing as well. So that is able to pay for the Prom Alley business of being able to support young people that are really in need. And finally, over to Splosh. Now, this is one of our sort of smaller local companies, again, based up in Newtown in mid Wales. And Splosh has a mission to find innovative ways to protect the planet. And the company works in the area. They supply cleaning products in concentrated solutions that people are able to buy, really carefully packaged, great packaging if you have a look at their website. And they're able to supply the kind of repackaged pouches. You just add the concentrate solution, add water, and you get these fantastic cleaning and hygiene products. They really felt that the branded product market wasn't moving quickly enough, and they wanted to do something to find the solution. And again, that's celebrating its 10-year anniversary this year, and they've currently got 11 members of staff based on their site in Newtown. When you finished with the pouches or the bottles that they produce, you can print off a free label from their website. They send it back, and they're prototyping different solutions once they've sort of pelletized those pouches once they arrive back in the factory. They've got an ice scraper, and there apparently is something new and far more functional coming online soon, but they wouldn't allow me to find out exactly what it was. So I'm going to be looking out at that very, very soon to see what they've managed to create from their reused plastic. So again, a fully circular business. Now, the same as Sarah previously did, I just wanted to have a think about some of the themes really that I felt had come out from my interviews. I think, first of all, there's something about the drive of the founder. We find this always, I think, in social enterprise and small business, but to me, the Angus Graham at Splosh, Janine at Resource, and Ali Louise particularly at Prom Alley, their drive and determination was amazing, and I think that is something that is special for that sector. I think the personal values really clearly aligned with the principles of the circular economy, and I think there's something about that value element. When I've said personal values, I think sometimes we associate some of the products that are being sold, with those circular economy principles can be at quite a high price point, but all of these organizations were really clear that they wanted to make circular economy goods and services as accessible as possible, and were really conscious of how their products and services had been priced. I think in terms of the social enterprises as well, most are registered as community interest companies, and within their KIC 36, they've really got to talk about that community interest. But there's something there around the synergy between the environmental side of things and the social impact, which I think really, really works well and really sort of says why this is really important for our social enterprise sector to really start thinking about those circular economy principles. This is something Gary referred to as well, of this local and regional circular economy ecosystem. If we think of circular economy Newtown, Splosh is based in Newtown. We talked about Men's Sheds, we talked about Cultivate. There's also Open Newtown. They've really got buy-in from the town council that are thinking in that way as well. So there's something about that regional, those local and regional connections. And actually, I think Ali, Prom Ali and Janine at Resource also work together. When Ali doesn't need the prom dresses anymore, they go to Janine to be used in some of her remaker workshops. I think what I was really impressed with as well, you know, we've come up with it, with Gary and the team have come up with it, with the framework around this project. But, you know, within that is that first stage of learning, that peer-to-peer learning, the social media influencers, the activists that people are watching, those kind of shorter, snappier sort of videos online. So I was just thinking of another couple of things whilst I guess everybody has been talking this morning. And I think there was something around that developing links as well. From doing these interviews, I've put a number of people in touch with either each other or with different organisations such as Benthig and in terms of I think Repair Cafe Wales as well. So I think again this project itself has been quite a really good ecosystem to be able to join different pockets of really great activity up together. So that's it from me. Diolch yn fawr pawb, thank you very much. I think I'm handing back to Gary or the team down in Cardiff for my video.
My name's Ali and I run Prom Ali CIC, which is a non-profit social enterprise that's helping children in financial hardship attend prom. So I started Prom Ali 7 years ago because I heard a story about a young girl who couldn't attend her prom because she couldn't afford an outfit. So her and her mum were looking around charity shops and they couldn't find anything nice. So all of her friends were excited, but she wasn't excited to go. I just wondered if there was anything out there to help her or people in her situation, and that's how I came up with the idea. We've implemented the circular economy into every part of our business. So all of our stock is second-hand, it's all donated in and nothing is bought new. So it's either donated from people after their prom or from prom or wedding shops. We encourage renting and reusing garments instead of only using once. And also when the dress has got to the end of its life, we donate it on to another CIC to use. We even found a warehouse that does our distribution who use eco-friendly laundering systems. So they use a mist called ozone to clean the dresses instead of harmful chemicals. And they also have staff there that mend and fix the dresses so that we can extend the life cycle so they don't just go into landfill after one use. So we use the circular economy when we're promoting and marketing our business, because at the minute the sustainability is on the forefront of everyone's mind. Everyone wants to be more eco-friendly because they've seen the damages of fast fashion. I also go into schools to do talks with teenagers about the impacts of fast fashion and what they can do to help. So we always use the circular economy and the principles of it when promoting what we do. So in the future for Prom Ali, we really want to ensure that no child misses out on their school prom due to their parents' financial situation. But we also want to make sure that we can try and change people's attitudes towards renting and buying new. So we need to keep promoting sustainable fashion and second-hand fashion so people don't keep buying a new outfit for every event and then it ended up in landfill and damaging the planet.